Ayurvedic trichology, Dr. Rashmi Ved Madam, who is going to take us through trichology practice as per Ayurvedic physician. Madam has completed her BMS from Yerla Medical Ayurvedic College, Mumbai. She runs hair and skin care clinic named Ayur Sparsh Ayurved Aesthetic Hair and Care Clinic at Pune. She is associated with Kesh Ayurved since 2015 for the courses conducted by Dr. Patankar in collaboration with Indian Institute of Cosmetology, Trichology and Nutrition, Delhi, and also in the development of new cosmetic products. She has been felicitated by Kesh Ayurved Bhushan Award in 2019 for extending her reach towards research and innovations in the field of Ayurvedic products. She has entered into a partnership firm named as Four Summers Exotic Ayurved LLP, where she heads the R&D department of the company. She is also affiliated with Trident Pharma as a consultant doctor since last 1 year. I welcome Dr. Rashmi Ved Madam. I will give you the sharing rights.
Thank you, Dr. Poonam.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, you can start your presentation, madam.
Thank you, Dr. Poonam, and thank you to the Papeshwar team for this lovely opportunity to share my knowledge on the topic trichology practice as per Ayurveda principle. And I also thank you, Dr. Pava and Dr. Davre, for a nice information presented here. Well, trichology is the branch where of medical and cosmetic study and practice concerned with the hair and scalp. So let's have a look on some brief information about the hair and its diseases, so as to diagnose, to treat the diseases in a very simple way, and to know some basic things is a very important. So we'll start with the session. So our hair is a statement of style and affirmation of beauty and expression of self-love. Hair is an important component of anybody's appearance. People who are very much conscious about their physical attribute cannot neglect this unique part of the body. So hair have had its share in the aesthetic value since the time mankind is heard of and understood. With the modernization and increasing importance to the face value, hair care and hair beauty is gaining its share of importance. Hair is a symbol of beauty and self-confidence. So India's cosmetic industry has major stakes when in hair care formulations and products. Hair fall, dandruff, premature graying of hair are some of the major hair problems we are suffering from. So Ayurveda, thousands of years ago, gave many formulations and methodology for extensive hair care. Hair has been given due importance in daily regimes, that is in Dinacharya. Detailed researches need to be done in this field of trichology by everyone, us, like here from our Ayurveda faculty. Role of various herbal formulations prescribed for hair diseases need to be explored. So let's begin with some basic information about Kesha. The word Kesha has been derived from she with H prefix and Kula Pratyaya, which has been explained as Kesha in Ayurveda, means which lies embedded on the head or the scalp. So we'll have a look at the Utpatti or the formation of Kesha first. Utpatti, Sthiti and Laya is the rule of universe. So it also applies to Kesha as well. But the only thing is the quality of hair on our total body is different in their structures, and so their reasons of formation keeps on changing depending upon the life's various states. For example, the formation of Shukra Dhatu related hair starts occurring at the young age, at adolescence, or you can say at age of 13 or 14, showing their existence at mushtaq, beard, underarm, and inguinal regions, whereas the Rasa Dhatu related kesha starts originating when the fetus is in the womb. So, in short, the utpatti of kesha depends upon dosha, dhatu, and mala, and which are the that's different parts and at different phases. Even according to modern science, also hair development takes place in 4th month of intrauterine life. So the next we'll see about the kesha relation related with tridosha. When the kesha or hair is formed while the utpatti, sthiti, and laya, the doshas are present around each of the phase. In short, it can be seen here also. In short, the formation of hair is at the base, then in between is the sthiti, and while at the tapering end of it is the laya, showing the existence of kapha, pitta, and vata. So that's why we can see that the follicles are covered with the kapha, mid part of hair where the pitta is situated. It shows graying of hair, and the conditions like split ends, breakage of hair can be seen at the vata pradesh, that is at the tapering or the tip of the hair. So if you understand the sequence of the hair doshas, we can easily treat them accordingly, right? So this is kesha with rukshata, keshattvak having vata sthana. The hair looks like coconut tree. Also, the graying of hair depends upon the middle of internal structure of hair. It is called medulla. If the medulla is not seen in the hair, the new formation of hair does not occur at the place. It can be observed when you see such conditions in our patients as well. Therefore, it is necessary to understand hair and tridosh prediction, that is kesha tridosha parikshan. As we all know that even our Granthakar has written the characteristics of the hair according to Prakriti. So when we come to know these dosha relation, then it simplifies the remedy to be given or the applications in various types of oils, shampoos, etc. So this is a chart which shows the tridosh pariksha taken by us, which can be diagnosed as dry, oily, texture of hair, whether it is a coarse, soft, whether the hair is dull or lustrous. So it can be divided in such form, and the kesha tridosh parikshan is done. So the next vichar is to know about kesha and saptadhatu. Our body is made up of dosha dhatu and mala. Some have included kesha as upadhatu, and some of them has said kesha as mala. So upadhatu swarup, upadhatu of asti dhatu, and mala swarup it is known to be mala of majja dhatu. So we'll see first, understand how kesha is related with sapta dhatu. Unless and until we don't understand the kesha and sapta dhatu sambandh, we cannot find the solutions to treat the hair problem in trichology. So to treat them, it's not a big task, but to understand the basic things and the tridosha sambandha, sapta dhatu sambandha, it is very necessary to understand these basic things. So let's see the individual dhatu relationship with kesha. So kesha dhatu and rasa dhatu. A minute or sukumar hair growth of aroma on our various body parts comes under rasa dhatu. While considering this is rasa dhatu. While considering the treatment, we also have to think about the relation between rasavaha strotas and its upadhatu rajavaha strotas. In the fallopian tube, there are numerous cilia inside it, which has a big role in conception. While we are looking at the Kesha Rasadhatu Sambandha, we can give a Rasadhatu Chikitsa in it, giving the result of increasing of the lomas, that is cilia, and it resolves the infertility in many cases. So keeping this in mind, we can treat as per if the Rasadhatu is not working well or somehow it is in a disturbed condition. After giving Prinana Chikitsa or Prinan with Rasadhatu, the hair becomes lustrous and shiny. So it is necessary to check the scalp moisture or scalp moisture test. We can call it as a Kesha Bhumi Parikshan. Hirsutism is one of the symptoms in which we see the Vikruti of Upadhatu of Rasadhatu, that is Vikruti of Rajovahastrotas. So these are the very common cases it can be seen in our daily practice. So moving ahead with the Sambandh with Kesha and Raktadhatu, the most prominent work of blood of Raktadhatu is Jivan. So while looking at the Sambandh between Kesha and Raktadhatu, is the supply of blood through the capillaries and vessels to the hair until and unless a good circulation of blood at scalp doesn't happen, a growth of hair gets restricted. If the blood circulation gets restricted, then the pitta in the hair also get affected while giving your hair a graying effect. So if I have seen some female patients who are having heavy menstrual discharge and they are also complaining about the hair fall too. We can give Sariva, Manjishta, Kutki, Lohabhasma, Mandur to such patients, and ultimately it resolves the problem of hair fall and graying as well. So next we can see the Kesha and Mansidhatu Sambandha. If the Mas Vikruti is seen in a person or if she becomes thin, on the contrary, the person having good Masadhatu, his body becomes muscular. Good Masadhatu shows a thickness of hair, strong, thick hair shows nourished Masadhatu. And so we get patient checked with hair thickness test and hair strength test. They are given treatment of Masadhatu Vardak Chikitsa with Chatavari, Jatamasi, etc. and the results are miraculous. So this is thinning of hair with after hair thickness test, which is done to see the thickening or hair thickness of the hair, and it can be treated after giving Masavardhak Chikitsa. So next relation we can see is Kesha Dhatu with Meda Dhatu. The Meda is situated beneath the layer of a skin where the Kesha is embedded with. Sveda Granthi or Sved glands are situated at the base of a hair, which gives us perspiration, in which there is some sticky secretion is forming, giving us snehan all over the body. It gives a shiny feel to your hair while giving them prakrit snehan with snigdha guna. Meda is a snigdha dhatu of our body, so it is a source of energy of the body. So when the person is overeating, the food is converted into meda, due to which the weight gains, and so ultimately the Vikrut meda disturbs the prakrit process of hair follicle, and a person starts getting sticky perspiration, resulting into hair fall. So we see the patients having hair fall complaints when they suddenly gains or put off their weight. We can diagnose it perfectly using microscope to see the Meda Dhatu Vikruti. In a patient of alopecia areata, we see that sometimes there is a pit on the affected part that shows the Vikruti has gone deep into Meda Dhatu. After treating it with Utsadan, Bruhan, Sandhanya and Meda Dhatu Vardhak Chikitsa, the hair regrowth can happen on the affected area. So the next is Kesha and Asthi Dhatu Sambandha. Some of the acharyas say that Kesha is a mala of Asthi Dhatu, whereas some of them has said it is as a Upadhatu of Asthi. Astisar person has a huge body structure with big sized neck bones, chin, head, joints, bones, nails, and teeth. These people are very energetic, hefty, stable, and long lived. So, an Astisar person has a strong hair structure by default. Asti and Vata is dependent upon each other, and so the hair and Vata. That's why when a person having Vikruti is in Asti Dhatu, it gives him hair fall, breakage of or split ends. In this condition, we have to give them Asti Vardhak or Chikitsa or Ahaliv Laddu, Dinka Laddu, then coconut, almonds, walnut, etc. Hard shell fruit supplements, good Astivardhan, while we also can use Lakshadi Gugul here. So these are the male hair patterns, baldness patterns we can see or we can rule out. It's a female hair fall pattern. So it is important to use hair testing tools to see the Keshagat Asti Dhatu Parikshan, cross section and hair shaft and hair length test helps us a lot in our practice. So retain Prakrut Bala of hair, one should apply oil on the head with mild massage every day. According to Ayurveda, Asti is said to be Pitrush. Therefore, this, as we have seen in the male baldness pattern, some boys get baldness like their father, like their uncles, like their grandfathers. So let's move to Kesha and Majja Dhatu. So to nourish Asti Dhatu is a main task of Majja Dhatu. There is a close relation between Asti Dhatu and Majja Dhatu eventually. It is closely related with Kesha and Majja Dhatu. So the nourishment through hair is major work of Majja. Majjasar people are having soft and supple body parts. They have Snigdha Swar and Varna or the complexion. So they are also closely related with Netra and Majja Utpatti, where in Majja Vikruti they have explained about Netranga Gaurata, that is the hair on eyebrows, eyelids comes under Majja Dhatu. So in Pakshma Kop we need to treat as a Majja Dhatu parikshan. Majja Dhatu is superior than Mans Dhatu, so it is said as per Grantha. So it's a hair medulla test done here to see the Vikruti of internal structure of hair. Where strength test also can be done, and Kshaya of Majja Dhatu is seen in this pattern. Some medulla is not there, some is fragmented or some is in a straight form. That shows a lack of Majja or a Kshaya of Majja in this picture. So we can treat successfully by giving them Brahmi, Jatamasi, etc. as a Majja Dhatu Vardhak Chikitsa. Kesha and Shukra Dhatu. So Shukrasar person is a soft-hearted, generous, happy in nature. He has white teeth, with glowing body and soft voice. Sarvadehik Shukra and Shukra at Kesha Dhatu has different things. Sarvadehik Shukra has an important role in Garbhotpadan, whereas Keshamulla Sthita Shukra has a task of regeneration of a new hair, that is Punarutpadan of a new hair, Navakesha Utpatti. A good Shukra reflects on the hair, making them beautiful and attractive. The people who has lot of Shukra Kshaya due to excess stress, depression, excessive sexual activities, etc. get severe hair fall, and therefore in this case is no use of any expensive hair oil or gels or shampoos acting well on it. They only need is what Shukravardhak Chikitsa, or they get the effect after getting Shukra Poshak Chikitsa to them. So Bala, Ashwagandha, Shatavari, Kavach Beej, etc., which are Shukravardhak Dravyas, are helping in this Shukravardhi Vritti very well. So nowadays, while coming across to the patients of PCOD with disturbed uterine functions having hormonal imbalance with hair fall can be treated nicely with Shukravardhak Chikitsa. So likewise, we can relate this is a Saptadhatu Chikitsa Parikshan. We can relate even Kesha with Panchabhautik Tattva, also with Kesha with Shadras, what we consume in Ahara. This is a chart which showing Kasha, this Kshaya Dushti Avastha of Dhatus, which helps us very nice guidance and gives you a good way to treat the hair fall or hair patients. This is Panchabhautik Parikshan of a hair. These are some diseases where we come across alopecia, hair fall, graying of hair, split hair, lysis, blepharitis, trichiasis. These are the hair tests we do at our place and at the testing lab at Kesha Ayurved. This is scalp photography done at the clinic and the scalp analysis with the analyzer. So, Mama, like treating hair problems like hair fall, graying of hair, split ends, etc., we need to analyze, and basically testing is very important nowadays itself thoroughly. So many health issues are directly causing the hair problems, so they need to be treated first. Vaman, Virechan, Pasti, Rakta Mokshan, Nasya are the Panchakarmas as a major role in these problems. Kesha Dhavan, Kesha Dhupan, Shirodhara, Shiropichu, Shirobhyanga, Keshalep, Shirolep with Ayurvedic contents enhances your beauty while giving you an outstanding results to maintain and increase your outer and inner beauty. So invest in your hair and you wear it ever is what my today's motto to be for everyone. I conclude my session here. Dr. Poonam.
Thank you, Dr. Rashmi Madam.
Thank
you. As you all are aware, Ayurveda plays an important role in hair care and treating hair problems. Your explanation will definitely help us in our clinical practice. Now we will take some few questions that are asked by our participants. The first question that is asked is for Dr. Anay Dore sir. Dr. Anay sir, I am audible?
Yeah.
One doctor has asked, what will be the site of Rakta Mokshan in case of herpes and psoriasis?
No, it is done in a cubital fossa. Cubital fossa is the most easiest means site to do Rakta Mokshan. Don't go for other types of Rakta Mokshan. For other types of Rakta Mokshan, you have to learn that from somewhere. But the cubital fossa is the best way to do, best region to do. You can do Rakta Mokshan.
Okay. And can Shita Pitta Prabhajan Ras works on Udarda?
Yeah, Shita Pitta Prabhajanas can good work on Udarda also, but not good in Kotha.
Okay, fine. And can you, sir, can you suggest few treatments for acute and chronic cellulitis?
Basically, cellulitis, for that we have to follow the same protocol, which is written as Kurya Shonita Rogeshu Rakta Pitta Rigriya Vireka Upasam Stravanam Shonita Sacha. We have to follow that only. For chronic chronic cellulitis, we have the Arogyavardhini is very good drug of choice. For Arogyavardhini, we have to give for a long time. If we get more infective pathology, Suvarnaraj Vangeshwar is one of the good drug of choice. Suvarnaraj Vangeshwar with Sari-wise good drug of choice.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. There is one question for Dr. Surjit Kaur Baba Madam.
Yes.
One doctor has asked, what can be the treatment for whiteheads?
whiteheads. You have to give a proper Triphala Churna Dhavan for the face, or Nimba Haridra Churna Dhavan. It works on all the skin types. Okay, so give that and apply mask of what you say. I have given you references. You can use any mask. It will give you good results.
Okay. And the second question is, one doctor has asked, what can be the skincare we can take on routine basis, daily basis?
Okay. Shall I share my screen? Is it okay?
Yeah, you can. I will give you share.
Yeah. Okay.
You can share it, madam.
Yeah.
You can share it.
Yeah. Okay. So you should ideally use a face wash instead of a soap, because soap has a very high pH and it destroys the pH of your skin. Go for a face wash, and you have to wash it at least twice a day. Or in case if you want to wash it again, just wash it with plain water. Then moisturizing is important. Ayurveda has called it as Abhyanga. Abhyanga is important because, see, this is the time what they have mentioned. If you apply within 5 minutes, it reaches the Majja Dhatu. So Abhyanga has got a lot of importance even in Ayurveda. Okay, so moisturizing is important. Now, if you ask me if you have an oily skin, should you moisturize? Yes, I will say you should moisturize, but maybe you can use a little less oily content oil. Like, for example, tail oil can be used if you have a very oily skin. And those who have dry skin, they can go for almond oil or chandan bala lakshadi tel. All such kind of things will be important. Sunscreen, according to Ayurveda, aloe vera gel is the best sunscreen. And few people add Yashak Bhasma also in sunscreen. You may try it. It's a wonderful combination. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. There is one question for Dr. Rashmi Ved, madam. What can be used for Kesha Dhawan and Kesha Dhupan?
Yes, we use Triphala also. Triphala, Shikakai and combination of Rita for the Kesha Dhawan at our place with spa treatment of some oil massage before and spa cream massage before, and then Dhawan is to be done. And with Dhupan, for Dhupan we use Yashti Madhu also, and it gives a good results.
Okay. And madam, there is one more question. Which Ayurvedic medicine works in any type of Vata or Pitta or Kapha of type of dandruff?
So that's what I have explained accordingly to Dhatu and Dosha. It can be first diagnosed and can be ruled out what type of Vikruti it is. But still, for medicines, I mean, it all depends upon the Dosha and Dhatu Parikshan. We also diagnose accordingly the taste wise. So it always depends upon the person, varies person to person. But Amla is a good medicine to be given for each and everything. Amla Ghanavati is good and doing good antioxidant effect with a lot of vitamin C, which gives you nourishment for hair.
Okay. Thank you, madam. I thank all our three eminent speakers, Dr. Anay Dowre sir, Dr. Surjit Kaur Bawa madam, and Dr. Rashmi Ved madam. Sri Dut Papeshwar Limited is very thankful to the keynote speaker and Dr. Rashmi Ved madam for giving us their valuable guidance on hand-on experience on utility of Ayurveda and empowering us with their clinical and academic knowledge, and also to all the doctors who have participated in the web series and making it a grand success. Thank you, and do continue your patronage to Sri Dut Papeshwar Limited. Our next web series will be live on Tuesday, 23rd June from 3 p.m. and we expect your same response. It will be yet another rich clinical orientation-bound session wherein some new aspects of Ayurveda treatment shall be revealed. The participants will shortly receive the link for registration. For further updates, log into our website www.sdlindia.com or write us on healthcare@sdlindia.com. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you. See you on Tuesday. Thank you,
so
madam.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Thank you.